Hey everyone, welcome to yet another episode of Ying's Squawk Box. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most interesting positions that I've held since the fiscal year of 2021. And it's a big name that all of you guys know. It's AMC. Specifically, it's an entertainment company that pretty much has movie theaters. We all go out there, we watch movie, and this is a company that provide that service. Today, I just want to focus on this trade in particular, and I want to walk you guys through the kind of thinking process that I've had when I jump on this trade. So without further ado, let's get started. This is a chart of AMC, and as you can see, bounced back in a couple of months in the past, right? This particular jump here, that's kind of like an interesting pop from $2 to $20, and it's a pop that's directly with GameStop. So let's put a vertical bar. If you miss that, then hey, don't dwell on the past too much, right? This kind of stuff doesn't happen every day. As you can see, I can zoom out a little bit for you. It doesn't happen every day, right? Me personally, I bought the stock around $2 somewhere here, and now this thing is traded at $14 per share. So we're talking about a 360% return. No big deal. That's just the kind of trade that I do. And today I just want to share with you guys a little bit of my take entering this trade. And just for full disclosure, I'm still in it. I'm not planning on doing too much right now. I think this stock is going to go into $50. So that's why I'm not selling anything right now, even if I'm at 367% return. So let's take a look at this. Immediately when I show people this chart, everybody is like, oh my God, if you bought at $2, why don't you buy tens of thousands of shares? You're going to be a millionaire. Well, truth is, I didn't know that's the bottom, okay? The stock come down here around $2. It held it, bounced back up, come back down again, $2. So I was like, okay, the $2 held it once here. Let's put a vertical line. Held twice here. Let's put a vertical line. Held three times. Let's put a vertical line. Okay, then maybe there's a horizontal support there. That's around $2, right? Whoever is this magical buyer at $2, that's the guy. That's the guy I'm shooting for. He's holding the bottom. He does not allow the stock to go down. Okay, then let me jump in here, scoop some shares in front of him, and we'll see what he does, right? And again, this is a trade that I don't know it's the bottom. The only information I know is there's a big buyer at $2, and that's the game I'm playing. It's really about the game theory and information ratio about supply and demand, okay? I'm in this position because I know somebody bigger than my size, it's at $2 helping me support the bottom. Now, question is, what if he just leaves tomorrow? What if he never comes back? What if he dumps his position? What if this? What if that? All those doubts are true, okay? Let me just tell you guys this right now. All those suspicious activities are all possible. I am taking this trade, I'm jumping on the boat, taking into the consideration that all these things are possible. I don't know the future. I don't know this is the bottom, okay? I tell my parents about this trade, and my mom was immediately like, oh my God, that's a good job. You bought at $2 and now it's 20. Why don't you buy tens of thousands of shares? Why don't you just take all your 6-digit account and dump everything in there? Well, mom, I didn't know, okay? I'm telling her this before. I'm telling you guys this right now. I don't know this is the bottom, okay? I don't know the future. I only know there might be a bigger guy at a price lower than mine. And that's the bet I'm taking. I'm wrong. If this guy is not that big or if he's dumping his position sometime in the future, then I'm wrong. Then I'm taking a loss, okay? So in other words, in terms of just entering this trade at this particular moment, if you're looking at the micro point of view, I don't really have that much of information. I know just as much as you guys. And that's really why I entered this trade. Everything else, it's luck. It's luck, it's experience. I don't know. It just happened. Now, that being said, I think one thing interesting that not many people pay attention to is people don't really want to go to movies. And it's precisely because of that reason why many people hate movie stocks. I beg to differ, okay? If everybody is watching movies, I don't want to buy movie stock, okay? Let me just tell you this right now. If everybody is staying at home, just like we did in the past year, working from home, staying from home, trying to maintain a social distance, then that's precisely the time I want to buy movie stocks. It's very simple. The price is low, okay? I'm coming here. I'm helping this company out. I'm scooping some shares, chewing up some of the sellers, some of the supplies in terms of shares outstanding in this market. And that sounds like a great plan for me because later on, if people go back there and start watching movies again, then I'm positioned well in the market. I have the shares. It's good to go. Let's get the stock even higher. right? So that's the kind of mentality. When you know everybody's watching movies, I'm just going to tell you right now, movie stock is not going to be a good buy. When no one's watching movies, when the stock is at dead bottom, that's precisely the moment you want to jump in, scoop some shares. It's a very short-term trade, right? This thing happened in the past 4 weeks. And this philosophy, it's nothing but the conventional old school value investing. I mean, come on, guys. There's nothing more value investing than this trade by itself. So there you go. That's kind of like a micro opinion of this entire situation, just based on the past few weeks. But if you want to look at long run, let's take a look at long run. This is a monthly chart for this stock. And as you can see, it's not doing great, right? It went IPO in 2014. That was December 2014. It went up and down a little bit and it came back down. It doesn't seem like the stock is doing well, right? Like we have 2017, it's going down and make a lower low, lower high. Now it's at 2018's lower high. It's keep coming back down. And 2019, we had the pandemic. So nobody is going to the movie theater, which sent the stock even lower. So in other words, what we're talking about is this downward trend from 2014, 2015, all the way to 2019. This trend exists, okay? It already happened. You don't need rocket scientists to tell you that this happened. You look at the chart, it already happened. The trend is going down, and the bet is that we're gonna bounce back up, potentially break this downtrend. I don't think it's a horribly difficult idea. Most of the traders have this mentality. I'm buying something, jump back up, maybe break the downtrend. But what I would say that not many people realize is this is on the monthly chart. And apparently not many traders look at monthly chart. Why? I don't know, because things move too slow, because things doesn't move that much, right? I respectfully disagree, right? I think if there's a chart pattern that makes sense to you, then it makes sense to you, right? Disregard if it's a monthly chart or weekly chart or daily chart. I don't think any inference is sound if you don't like it just simply because this chart lasts for a few months, right? If it lasts for a few months, what's wrong with that? A downtrend is still a downtrend. A break of a downtrend, it's still a break of a downtrend. What is wrong with lasting a few months? And in this case, what is wrong with lasting a few years? It's just a different way of saying that the companies that are managing the movie theaters are not doing well in the past few years. So a lot of traders ask me this question, like, why do you want to buy AMC? Well, I don't really have a good reason. That's kind of the reason I just gave you, but it worked, right? And then on the other hand side, only because it works doesn't mean that I know this is the bottom. I took a hunch, right? There is certain probability that I'm wrong. And I admit the probability exists that I'm wrong. And I live to the consequence. And I take into the consequence into consideration. So in other words, maybe you don't buy that heavy. If something could go wrong, and in this case, I am betting against the market, then maybe you don't buy that heavy. This is the answer to the kind of question to ask me, oh, why don't you just buy in tens of thousands of shares? Then you're going to be rich. Well, that's the answer. So there you go. I hope you like this video. It's a very simple idea, very quick way to make some good money. And it worked this time. It goes with a certain probability and take those probabilities into consideration. So if you like this video, give it a support by clicking that like, and I'll see you in the next episode.